Alrighty, we are back at it. Last we left off, the party made their way to the nursery where they encountered Clara's ghost. Clara pleading with the party to find Walter, which she thinks Elizabeth may have in the basement. The party asks Clara how to get to the basement. She walks through the mirror, and they hear a click come from behind the mirror. Investigating behind it, they find a hidden door that led to a stairway leading up to the fourth floor. There, they encounter the spirits of Rose and Thorn in their bedroom. They ask the children if they know how to get to the basement, and Rose points to a storage room in her dollhouse, which is an exact replica of the real house. As the party go to leave the room to search the storage room, Rose and Thorn hold out their hands to Raven and Loghain. As they reach out to take the children's hands, they merge with Raven and Loghain. Unsure what has happened, they continue on to the storage room where they find a stone door with a hexagonal-shaped keyhole. Realizing they don't have the key, the party continues searching rooms. They find a room with an open suitcase on the bed with clothes spewed out of it and onto the floor, a wardrobe with a wedding dress in it, and a crumpled note on the floor. The note was from Gustav to Clara, saying he fears for their safety and wants her to pack her things as they would be leaving for Valaki. Still not finding the key, they go back downstairs to research the third floor. As they reach the third floor, Xykryn inspects a suit of armor that then comes to life and tries to push him over the broken banister. The party were able to defeat the armor before it could do any harm. And that's where we pick up.
All right.
Let's go.
And unfortunately, our friend Loghain here was unable to make today's session. He's still battling with some health issues, and we hope he recovers and gets back to us soon.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. All right.
All right, so y'all have just defeated the suit of armor.
So we're still on the third floor and we were going down to the second. All right. So we killed the armor.
Y'all didn't really specify that. Y'all had just come from the fourth floor. Y'all had just made it to the third floor, and you had first thing y'all did was investigate the suit of armor. Yep. So that's the only thing y'all have done so far back on the third floor.
Got it. Okay.
And the suit of armor wanted to kick your ass.
Yeah, he was trying to shove Xykryn off the ledge as well.
Well, before we go trying to reinvestigate this space, is there anything for me to loot or take off of this animated suit of armor?
It did not drop anything. It basically crumbled into like a pile of almost ash.
Rusted dust? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering. All right.
Unfortunately, nothing salvageable.
How long did we investigate up here before?
Y'all did investigate every room, but some of the rooms weren't, even though they were investigated, not necessarily got out of them.
All right. Well, let's retrace our steps truly and start here. Agreed. If everyone's okay with that.
I would think that wherever this key is at should most likely be on this level.
I want to go in this room.
Okay, that is the master bedroom.
Yeah. We've been here once, so I want to search a little more. What all are we seeing?
All right, so in this master bedroom, y'all had seen there was a large bed. There was a knife that was stabbed into the pillow on the right side of the bed.
Now, this isn't the one that's got the restraints on it, right?
No.
No. This is the Madam and Mr. of the house.
Right.
I want to go investigate the stabbing of the pillow a little.
Okay.
As does Xykryn.
Okay.
I guess I shall join them up there.
Okay.
If y'all did y'all want me to redo the description of that room?
You might, just since it's been a bit.
Yeah, okay, no problem. This is Xykryn's first time in the room.
All right, so there was some grand doors, double doors that led into this room. So you
Yeah.
enter a dusty, cobweb-filled master bedroom with burgundy drapes covering the windows, a king-size canopy bed with embroidered curtains, a tattered gossamer veil dominate the center of the room. The bottom right corner of the room stands a small wooden dumbwaiter door, its surface half rotted with age. A tarnished bell sits at its side. A table and two chairs. In the top right corner of the room, you see a door with a small glass window looking out onto a balcony. To the left side, you see a rotted tiger skin rug lies on the floor in front of a fireplace.
Meow.
Above the fireplace hangs a dust-covered portrait of a man and a woman from the first floor portrait hanging above it. The room also contains a matching pair of wardrobes, two padded chairs, two nightstands on each side of the bed. The drawer of the one on the left side of the bed was opened, and y'all found the iron key that unlocked the door to the children's room on the fourth floor.
Okay.
A vanity with a wood framed mirror and a silver jewelry box. The jewelry box on the vanity is made of silver with gold filigree. I believe y'all did find a note.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did.
So the note had said, "Dear Mrs. Lavina Walker, your advice on dealing with the problems in my house was quite good. Tonight's ceremony will proceed as planned when the full moon is at its highest. I must agree with you that with the assistance of such a remarkably innocent subject, the results of our proceedings shall be far improved. Innocent, of course, not being quite the term I would use. If nothing else, I'll be relieved that I shall soon no longer have to suffer the harlot's insufferable presence each time we must pass through her quarters to see our meeting place. We shall be rid of her indeed. My thanks, Miss Elizabeth Durst."
Well, almost sounds like they were using Jonathan as a sacrifice.
Walter?
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Like, who the heck's Jonathan?
I don't know. It's a boy's name. So I
All
do want
right.
to investigate the bed and the nightstand over here where she stabbed it. I mean,
Okay.
where it was stabbed. I'm presuming it was the crazy wife.
Seemingly, yes.
For what we can gather so far.
So basically, as you go to investigate the bed and the knife, you can pull the knife out the pillow. It's just a large kitchen knife. Has some old blood on it, though not like y'all had seen in the other room. Like the bed doesn't really have, a lot of blood. The bed really has no blood on it at all. It just seems to be coming from the knife. So it doesn't seem that somebody was murdered in the bed per se. Maybe just the knife was driven through his pillow,
I
but
reach out.
it does have blood on it from something.
I reach out my hand to Raven and say, May I see this blade?"
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Take a look at
I grab it and I kind of inspect the blood.
Okay. Again,
Oh
you
boy.
get the same almost vision that you had last time, where you see like these visions of somebody on top of her, like stabbing her.
Okay. So it's the same vision. All right.
Yeah. So you would presume it may be the same knife.
Yeah.
So I want to know, or I look at Xykryn and did
And as
you?
you had handed him the knife and he had taken it, you see him kind of like you've seen this from Xykryn a couple of times now, where he seems to like touch something and like he touch it
Yeah.
and closes his eyes and he seems to like get visions of some sort from him.
Well, he asked for the knife to look at, so I'm like,
Right. But you're
so
starting
I
to
asked
see
him, yeah, so I asked him,
there's a
do
pattern.
you sense anything from it that I missed?
I say it's the same as it is in the nanny's quarters. Whatever happened there, this weapon was involved. How it got here is
Ah,
unknown to me at this moment.
mhm.
And like I said, the nightstand to the left side of the bed has the jewelry box.
Is that
And
the one
so
I'm next to, or Xykryn?
Xykryn.
Okay,
So you could maybe presume that the left side was
the man
Elizabeth's.
side.
No, since the left side has like a jewelry box on the nightstand,
Oh,
it was
okay.
that side was probably Elizabeth's, and the side that you were on, Raven, was probably Gustav's.
It's the more masculine side.
Yeah,
Okay, so where I'm standing right here, I'm assuming that's some sort of vanity desk type thing.
yeah. So there's like makeup, some mirrors, a brush.
The dressing table for a woman.
Uh, I want to search these drawers. Are there drawers in this? And if so, can I search them?
I would assume there would be drawers, but you don't find anything of note from them.
Okay. And this right here, is that, what is that I'm aiming at?
That looks to be an antique, large vase that would probably hold like some sort of like house plants.
Or it
Okay,
could have been a water
so
basin.
I want to,
Oh,
I want to look in, search around this, move it or whatever.
Okay.
Since
Um,
since we're trying to look, since there's possibly something in this room that we missed,
right.
I'm going to
You
use
can,
my Dragonborn CSI tactics and we're going to do a grid search.
I mean, you can go ahead and roll an investigation if you want.
Okay, let's see. Well, that sucked.
You swirl the basin around, and it doesn't sound like there's anything in it.
Okay. Xykryn wants to do a couple of things in this room. He
Okay.
wants to investigate the jewelry box. He also wants to investigate this dumbwaiter and this bell. And then if one of the other two party members doesn't get to it first, he also wants to investigate the wardrobes. I can't remember if Jinwunax went through the wardrobes or not, but I
Now, is
want
that
to.
these right here?
That's the fireplace.
oh,
Okay.
I think maybe Raven might be standing in front of a wardrobe.
oh,
That's the
really?
only thing. That's the only. Yeah, that's the only thing in here that
What
I
is this
see.
over here?
So that's a table setting, two chairs, and then you're standing right in front of the dumbwaiter,
And
Okay,
I know that this is
there's the dumbwaiter.
a balcony.
a balcony that there was nothing on because I already double checked that.
Yeah.
Right. And then there is a what looks to be maybe a closet door that I think you had opened and saw there was a lavish fur coat inside.
Oh,
Yeah,
Let me
that
check
sounds
the
right.
fur coat for any
I
notes
want
or anything in the
to.
pockets.
Did you say something?
I asked if we had gone through the fur coat to make sure there wasn't any in the pockets.
No, we didn't really investigate the coat.
Well,
Well,
I'm going to
while
start with
Xykryn,
the jewelry box first, I guess.
yeah,
Okay.
and I
The
think
jewelry.
I'm gonna move the rug.
Okay. So as you investigate this jewelry box, it is finely crafted. It is very well made. Looks pretty expensive, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So as you open the jewelry box, inside you see a plain gold ring. Actually, two gold rings. One just happens to be labeled as plain, but the other is labeled as gold ring. So
Okay.
maybe a little bit nicer than the plain gold ring. and there is a diamond ring. There is a topaz necklace, and a necklace with a hexagonal amber shard hanging from it.
Oh.
Huh. Okay.
I'm
So-
sorry. I'm sitting here thinking Path of Exile. Okay, what does a diamond ring do?
So that's a lightning resistance ring, and this one is a magic find ring. I have two magic find rings, a lightning resistance ring, and now all of a sudden I am more dexterous. Oh, and diamond necklace, or diamond ring would be I have more elemental resistance to all different forms.
Wow.
So,
I'm glad I'm not the only one thinking that.
yeah. So
the jewelry box is on the nightstand. I don't know. You should be able to see it. I don't know if you can actually click on it.
I cannot
to
click
take
on
the
it.
items?
No, unfortunately. But I'm going to
Okay.
take all the items, and
Okay.
I'm taking the
I
jewelry
will-
box too.
Hey,
All right. Sounds good. I
Xykryn,
will
double click on that.
I tried.
Really?
Oh,
'Cause
there
I
it
double
is.
click- yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah. So I'm just take all. There's no take all button. Okay.
And just make sure that it actually goes to your inventory.
Wow.
I saw something do it. Yeah.
That stuff's disappearing pretty quick.
Yeah. Bye.
This pile no longer exists and lies barren.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Cool deal.
So I look at this hex. I mean, I keep the things that are obviously like worth money, and we'll look at those later.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I'll actually here. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this the weird one, the hexagonal. What is it?
Hexagon.
Which one's it inventoried as here?
The weird one.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, plain gold ring, the topaz, the amber shard necklace. That's the one that we're looking for, right? That has the hexagonal pattern. So I sort of inspect that a little bit, and I kind of hold it up by its, by the necklace. So the shard is dangling, and in front of everybody, and then I twirl it, grasp it in my hands, look at Jinwunax, and toss it to him. And say, got a feeling that's what we're looking for.
I concur.
I want to just do an Arcana check on these items, the rings and the topaz necklace and stuff, to see if they have any magical properties to them.
Okay. The only one that you're getting any arcane inclination from would be the hexagonal necklace.
Okay. I say, oh yeah, there's some magic to be had there. Just casually like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about this before I handed you the possibly cursed item.
There you go.
Thanks a lot.
Just let me know if you start feeling funny.
Yeah. If you start to develop a growth, stay away from me.
So
right.
should we return? Just try it.
No,
We're not finished in this room.
Okay.
Xykryn looks at Raven and goes, "This is the master suite of the house. All of the important things that we may need might possibly, theoretically, be in this room. Let's be more thorough. Let's take a moment to be more thorough. So what do you want to look at, Jinwunax?
I want to check around this thing. And then this is another rug, correct?
Yeah, they're 2 bear rugs or whatever.
Okay.
Fat rugs.
Do I need to do another investigation check to check the dilapidated, rotting tiger rug and the bearskin rug?
No. You pull up, check underneath them, but there's nothing to be found.
Okay. Okay, so did we check both of these dressers?
No, we have checked the nightstands next to the bed. We have not checked the wardrobe.
Okay, what about the bookcase? The books. I'm assuming that these are books.
No, that's a window.
Oh, because, well, you know how blind I am. It kind of looked like a bookshelf.
Oh yeah, I can see how you could see that. Yeah.
Okay,
I
sorry.
want to check the chair.
Okay. The chair seems normal. Pick up the cushions. You don't find nothing underneath them.
I want to look at this dumbwaiter, just to see if there's anything shoved in it or hiding around the corners. And then also, is this bell like on the table, like a dinghy bell? Using your hand, or is it like a pull cord type bell?
It's kind of like it's attached to like a rope, and it has like a little bracket that it hangs off of.
Oh, so it brings something else in the house. Okay.
They would ring the bell, to signal for the.
Oh, but it's like attached to the wall or whatever.
Right, kind of, yeah.
I gotcha. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I just want to see this dumbwaiter thing. Make sure there's nothing hiding in there, stuffed in there, anything like that. Just real quick. Anything? Do I find anything?
You open the door. Like I said, it's kind of oldish looking.
Okay.
You see the chamber goes all the way down to the first floor, and it has the rope inside of it to haul the food up.
Okay. All right.
Or rappel down. So there was nothing with the fur coat.
Nope. It's just a really nice fur coat hanging up in a closet.
Hmm. Did we check did we check the foot locker at the end of the bed?
As you investigate the footlocker, you just find some sheets.
Okay. Now, being that I'm a 54-year-old kid at heart, did we check under the bed?
I want to double check the fireplace as well.
Okay.
Yes.
As you look underneath the bed, you do not find anything.
Okay.
And as you inspect the fireplace, you don't find anything.
Okay.
I'm gonna go out on the balcony just for giggles. I mean, I think we looked out the door. I don't think I actually went out on the balcony. So I'm gonna check out here. And I'm assuming I see nothing. Except 3 stories below me.
As you went out there, it's just a balcony.
Okay.
This winter coat thing, or this fur coat thing,
Mm-hmm.
you said it was really nice.
Yeah.
Is it male or female?
It looks female.
It looks like it's female.
Yeah.
Tailored? Okay.
Yeah.
I pull this coat out and I look at it, and since it looks nice, and we don't know what we're getting into, weather-wise on this land, Xykryn grabs it, tosses it to Raven, and says, "This may come in handy."
Agreed.
Imagine kind of like a autumn day. It can be chilly at times. Of the little time y'all have been in Barovia. It had a little bit of a chill, but it wasn't too bad.
It wasn't too bad. Okay. Well, I toss it to her, and I say, if nothing else, it might be worth something to someone.
I'm still trying to think of why there's a big fur coat in a closet that looks really expensive and not worn a lot, and the rest of the house is like all running down and dilapidated.
Maybe nothing had been in that.
It's been closed away in a closet.
Yeah. It's well preserved. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna try to think if there's
Raven
anything
take
else.
the coat?
Yes.
Is it in
Did
your
you not hear me?
Oh, yeah, is it actually in your inventory?
Do you see the coat?
Not really.
In this
You don't see
closet?
the coat? It's right here.
Oh, it's so close to the
There.
other thing.
There you go.
There. Now
Okay.
double click on the coat and take
There
it.
you
There
go.
you go.
There you go.
Cool deal.
Excellent. Okay.
Now I put it in my backpack.
Okay. Where are y'all heading from here?
Well, you say we've already been up on the 4th floor attic, correct?
Yep.
And this is the 3rd floor.
Yes. From what y'all had found in the master bedroom, the weird hexagonal shaped necklace, y'all feel that may probably be what y'all need to open that door, but also y'all have not searched what's on the 2nd floor if y'all so choose to do that.
Yeah, and Xykryn looks to the party and goes, "I have a particular interest in the arcane, and what the ghost children said makes me interested in what may be on the 2nd floor."
As you remember, specifically, Rose had pointed out that she had learned the little cantrips from a little spell book of sorts in the library in her father's office on the 2nd floor.
Yeah. Xykryn holds out his hand and just fires off some arcane energy just to show that, like, for me, these are valuable tools. And then I clasp my hand and whiff out the glow or whatever.
So I'm down at the second floor now.
Okay.
Have we been on the second floor yet?
No, we skipped it.
Okay, so I want to come to the middle of the room and do cast Detect Evil and Good.
Okay. You do not detect any evil.
Okay, so I'm going to ask Xykryn, PoE style, do we want to go clockwise or counterclockwise?
I say one door is good as another. Let's start over here.
Okay.
I will give y'all a description as y'all had entered the second floor area.
Oh, okay.
Unlit oil lamps are mounted on the walls of this elegant hallway. Hanging above a mantel is a painting of a noble-looking, pale-skinned man standing in front of a wooden mantel with a tall mirror sitting atop it. He is wearing a blue cape fastened with iron shoulder plates. His tunic is red with gold clasps. A red sash worn around his waist and gripping a longsword hilt at his side. The man is holding what looks to be a glass of wine. As you look upon the painting a bit longer, you suddenly realize that although he appears to be standing in front of a mirror, the wine glass is all you see in the mirror. The reflection in the mirror only is portraying the wine glass. Sitting on the mantel is a glass display case showcasing a red velvet pillow and an ornate visored helm crafted to resemble a wolf's head. Standing along the hallway stand decorative suits of armor holding spears. Plank wooden doors in the east and west walls. The doors between them are carved with images of dancing youths. And I think that's it for the description.
So, given what happened with the suit of armor on the second floor, third floor, yeah, Xykryn is immediately cautious of these things. And I want to figure out some way to check them without them strangling me.
Would you like to do
Like
an
what happened
Arcana
last
check?
time? Okay.
Yeah, especially now it's what, 4 on 3.
I look them deeply in their eyes and wait to see if they flinch. Oh, fuck.
They do not seem to possess any magical abilities.
Okay. I'm doing
I Eldritch Blast one of them.
All right, go ahead.
Just remember when
I
they're close
step out of the
towards
way.
Actually, I'm trying to see if there's anything else I can do that's less aggressive.
You can always touch it.
No, that didn't work well for me last time. I throw one of my daggers at it. That's probably less
Okay.
less aggressive.
You pull out your dagger and you give it a good toss at this armor. It hits the armor and it bounces off, hits the floor. Nothing happens.
Then I guess I'm just gonna.
Now, which piece of armor was this?
It's
Green dot?
I don't know how to ping in this stupid thing.
Left click, hold.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I'm just doing the one that's closest to me. All right, so I cautiously pick up my dagger and then I go to inspect this thing.
Okay. So you inspect it. So it's just actually just a plain decorative suit of armor. But they are holding, each of them are holding a spear that seems to be formidable.
Okay, I want to try and take one of the spears.
All right. So you should see a spear.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, it was hidden.
All right. Cool. So, last thing before we start popping open rooms, I looked at Jinwunax and I point at the helmet. Give him a head nod. Like,
Okay, I want to investigate the wolf helm.
Okay. What are you going to roll to investigate?
My detect evil and good is still good for another 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Do I sense anything about it?
The spell only detects if there's an actual being, either aberration, celestial, elemental, fey or fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you. So it doesn't necessarily cover objects.
Yes, I'll do an investigation check.
Okay. As you investigate it, I see what you got. 12. It looks like a really cool helmet. Like I said, it looks like a wolf's helm, basically.
Okay, well then I want to pick it up.
Okay. Yeah, are you. Alright, yeah, cool. I'll let you pick it up.
Attunement required. Okay. Next.
Xykryn goes to this door here. Opens it up.
Alright.
And steps in.
This library of the Durst
And
Manor.
I'm following him in on the other side.
Okay. This library of the Durst Manor is richly furnished, but eerily quiet. Dusty shelves line the walls, filled with leather-bound tomes, novels, encyclopedias, journals, and history. So vast is this library that a rolling ladder is necessary to reach the high shelves. The smell of old parchment ink and faint mildew hangs in the air. An exquisite mahogany desk with a matching high-backed chair sits in the center. Cluttered with old ledgers, quills, a quill pen, a jar of ink, a tinder box, an oil lamp, and a letter kit containing a red wax candle, and a wooden seal bearing a windmill insignia. Above the crackling hearth hangs a framed portrait of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. Two overstuffed reading chairs, lovely and inviting, flank the fireplace. Red velvet drapes cover the windows. The room feels too still, as if the books themselves are holding their breath.
Okay. The first thing Xykryn wants to do is go through the desk, and specifically, I'm going to take the insignia and the red wax for sure.
Also, on top of the desk, as you get closer to investigate it, you see a partially burnt note that reads, Bullwarton's words can open the way.
I'm going to come, while he's checking the desk over here, I'm going to come start looking at the books.
Okay.
Before we get to him, let me. I'm going to take, like I said, I'm going to take the windmill insignia. I'm actually going to take that piece of the letter, so I have it for reference.
Okay.
You know, the insignia of a possible honor house may come in handy later on.
And before we get too far, do you mind, guys, if we take a break so I can get up and move? My back is starting to
Yeah, let's take a 5-minute break.
hinge a little bit. Thank you.
All right, no problem. We'll be back in just a second. All right, so let's get back at it. So y'all have entered the library office.
Okay, and we
Yeah,
were in
and
here
I'm-
once before.
Finished searching the desk and the surrounding area of the desk.
Okay. You there are some drawers.
Yep, I'm going through everything.
The first drawer you
Chest
come
dog.
to seems to be locked. Let's say the left side. And the
Okay.
other drawer on the right side also seems to be locked.
Oh, of course they're locked.
I motion to Loghain to come over and do his thing.
Alrighty.
Need your lockpicking abilities.
Alright. So he's gonna come. There we go. Oh shit.
Whoops.
Well, he's having some trouble at the moment. But he's gonna keep.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's because he's in a trance.
He's gonna keep trying. Oh my god.
He breaks his lockpick.
Yeah, so
I look up into the sky and I'm wondering, oh, can we get a new one of these?
It's a face palm moment.
you had one job. Like
if
so he pulls out another lockpick and continues to try. Alright. 15. So
All gathered around watching.
I will save. He spent enough time to get both drawers unlocked.
all right.
First drawer, you find what looks to be a book of a sort of a novel. It's titled The Hidden Heart. Kind of reading the, what they call that, the back of the book maybe or something.
Preface.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Seems to be some sort of romance novel about a secret affair. There is also one page marked with a faded red ribbon. And
Oh,
so as you open the book to that section, there is a note scribbled in the margin. It says, even the heart's deepest chambers have locks that can be opened.
ooh.
Also, in that drawer, you see what looks to be a journal. It details Gustav's growing estrangement from Elizabeth and his affair with Clara. His last entry reads, Elizabeth is colder than ever. I fear she knows. Clara says not to worry, but I see it in her eyes. I must act before she does.
Okay. That kind of goes with what we've already have assumed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were supposed to
Okay.
find this first, but
Yeah. Go figure, right?
I still want to know what kind of house you put us in, because we're finding a love triangle house, a bed that's got freaking restraints on it. I mean,
It's a BDSM chamber. It's fine. Don't worry about
wow.
it. Xykryn looks over at Wax and goes, I'll explain it to you later.
he found the whip in the barn.
Right.
Okay, so looking through the other drawer, you find this drawer seems to be more business attuned. You find business documents. So basically, it was used almost as like a filing cabinet for this drawer.
Okay.
The drawer is filled with financial records, ledgers, documents of the sort. They all seem to be dealing with financial stuff for the Durst family. You find some stuff about grain and windmill sales and receipts and ledgers and stuff like that.
All seems to be in order. Nothing inky.
It tracks the revenue from grain sales, expenses for equipment, payments to employees, personal notes on Gustav's ambitions and plans.
Okay.
I do actually have more detailed stuff if anybody was interested in actually going through them further. But it's up to y'all.
That's not anything that Xykryn would necessarily care about, I don't think. Unless there's something hinting towards like some. I guess I'll skim it once to see if there's anything
Okay.
like secret money going places. Since we heard something about a secret meeting thing.
One folder is labeled acquisition of the windmill. Another folder is labeled renovation of the windmill. Another folder is increased profits. Another folder is employee records. Another one is personal correspondence. And the last one is business contracts and legal documents.
Okay. I'll do the acquisition of the windmill, and then I'll just skim the personal correspondence for anything that may seem interesting. Like,
Okay. Acquisition of the windmill is dated 1534 BC. The windmill was purchased from the Katsky family for 2,100 gold pieces.
okay.
It notes the structure in poor shape and in need of repair. The blades are warped. The gear was rusted. Estimated 400 gold for renovations. It's also noted that Elizabeth protests the purchase but fails to see the long-term gain.
Okay. What's the personal note say?
It seems to be letters from Valaki buyers, several letters from merchants, and the burgomaster of Valaki praise the quality of Durst family grain. Most of these letters are stored neatly, but one stands out.
Okay,
Mr.
I'll look at that one.
It says, Mr. Durst, our arrangement is at risk. If your shipments fail again, Valaki relies on the Durst mill's grain. See to it that you resolve these delays. Letter from the burgomaster of Valaki, 1543 BC.
So, like 9 years later.
Yeah.
Was the business starting to
Yeah.
fail?
Yeah. For some reason that we're not sure about. Might have something to do with all the shit that was going on. The last one I'm going to check is just the renovations of the windmill.
Okay. It dictates a paid 120 gold to Rosan Cartwright for new blades, 50 gold to Talon Sprock for gear and repairs, and 80 gold to Burgomaster's laborers for general work. Blades spin true, profits already visible. Elizabeth remains unimpressed.
Okay.
What was that dated?
That one is, let's see, around 1534 BC.
Before the.
That was right after they bought it.
Okay.
Okay, so...
What about, sorry.
Okay.
What about, employees
Okay.
file?
The ledger contains detailed lists of employees, their wages, and performance notes. Several entries stand out. Laborers and guards, the names of the guards, millwrights, and laborers are all detailed, including shifts worked and payments made. One laborer, Ivan Polkov, is marked as dismissed in 1544 BC. Scrawled next to his name is caught thieving. This entry suggests the Durst had a tight grip on their business and punished those perceived to be stealing with,
Okay, so that wasn't the household servant.
Right. It's all
No, it's
business.
the business people.
Yeah.
All the business.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's just what I was double checking.
Yeah.
All right. Then I guess I'm going to sift through this chest thing and then...
I think the only one that y'all hadn't specifically asked was the business contracts, legal documents, contracts with House Delisnia. It says a loan agreement for 1,500 gold signed by Leo Delisnia and Gustav Durst. The agreement requires payment within 5 years, with the windmill serving as collateral. Another document signed by Elizabeth alone outlines a last-minute extension on payments, but at a higher interest rate.
Okay. So she may have done something behind his back. All right. I'm going to search this chest.
Okay. That's just the way that I am able to kind of put the items. It's not an actual chest.
I gotcha.
It's just kind of like the loot pile chest.
Loot pile.
Yeah.
The loot pile.
All right. And then I'm just going to scan the shelves to see if there's any spelly, magical things that I'm interested in.
Okay. So searching the library, and I think
Kind of.
Jinwunax was doing this as well as you were searching the desk. So as y'all are both searching, the library is a collection of books. Some that kind of may stick out to you in particular. You see Barovia, a history of its people and places. Another, you see heraldry of noble houses. Another, you see the folly of mortal desire. Another,
Into some smutty stuff.
you see children's rhymes and tales. Another, you find the history of Barovia. You find one that's called The War of the Silver Knives. You find one that says the Turg Invasion. You find one that says the War of the Dragon.
Oh.
You find fundamentals of simple magic.
Well, obviously I'm going to take that one. And you said at the beginning of the campaign, like, if we wanted to, we could, like, just grab these books and have them in our knowledge base. Yeah. Okay.
One is called Lords of Barovia. And one that says Architectures of Liam Bulwert.
I'll take the Liam Bulwerton.
As you go to pull that book off the shelf, you hear a click.
Uh-oh.
And
okay,
the bookshelf niches open and slides.
Okay, the words of Bulwerton opens the door. All right. Well, just for reference, Beard, I'm going to do the two histories of Barovia, the House of the Noble Houses, the Silver Knife War, and the Turg Invasion. But we can grab those later or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, just write them down, and I'll have to get them later for you.
Yeah, it's fine. No big deal. All right. So I go, and open the door. Or
see.
Whatever this is.
Once the bookshelf slides open, you see a small panel made of dark wood behind it. Built into the wall is approximately chest level high. You see a small hollow niche, jagged and hexagonal shaped. It lies at the panel's center and emanates a faint amber glow. The door cannot be opened by, pushing on it or sliding it, of course.
I point to Jinwunax and go, "You're up."
Thanks.
Anything I can do to help.
Okay, point to where this is again. So it's got a head. So this thing slid open.
Yeah. So I don't know if you can't see the door, but it's right here.
No.
Okay, it's hidden.
I can hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just say you've discovered it, but it's a hidden door.
Okay, so but it's got a slot that is hexagonal shape.
Yep, looks very similar to the door in that storage room upstairs.
Well, alrighty then. I guess I will use the
Hexagonal
necklace of Amber.
Okay.
And before I put it into the door, I look over at Xykryn and it's like, asshole. And
I shrug my shoulders.
I put it in the door, and so does it turn or does it push the door open as I insert it into the slot?
As you insert it, it shakes and the door slides open. This room is a small hidden room. It's packed with bookshelves as well, droning with old, ominous-looking leather-bound tomes. A heavy wooden chest with clawed iron feet stands against the south wall. Its lid half closed. Sticking out of the chest is a skeleton in leather armor. Close inspection reveals that the skeleton...
Then goes Raven like, skeleton?
No, skeleton! Leather armor! I'm on the way!
You went in there.
You're the first to go in there, so...
Well, I can't see anything though.
Well, that don't mean jack crap. You were the first one in there.
All right, let's go.
But close inspection reveals that the skeleton belongs to a human. It seems that they have triggered some sort of poison dart trap that was on the chest.
Fuck! Go back! Go back!
You see 3 darts are stuck in the dead adventurer's armor's rib cage.
I will take the spot of Raven because she's a weenie and just decides to run in there and get herself killed.
No, the skeleton already triggered the trap.
That you know of is.
We need to look for traps apparently.
Well, yeah, but you done went in.
Yeah, but haven't grabbed the chest like this guy did.
All right, so.
And if he's a skeleton, how long was he dead? Okay, never mind.
It was a long time ago. Yeah.
Loghain will step in and do his thing.
What is Loghain trying to do?
He's
check for traps.
Yeah, he's gonna check, make sure it's safe.
Okay, because I say the chest was already open.
Yeah.
So I'm just making sure we're not backtracking and saying, oh, he's going to try to pick the lock on the chest.
No. Hey, we got a 24.
All right.
So,
about damn time.
It had to warm up. So yeah, the dart mechanism, the dart firing mechanism on the chest no longer seems to be functional. Clutched in the skeleton's left hand is a letter bearing a red wax seal stamped into it with a big S, which the adventurer tried to remove from the chest.
So, question. I mean, are we all able to fit in this room, or is it like a closet?
It's small. So I mean,
remember, I'm a big dragon dude. I mean,
right. Well,
the answer is no.
Side by side wise, like 2 people could fit long ways, and if like 2 smaller people could probably fit side by side in there, but it'd be tight.
Okay, so this dead dude has got a letter in his hand,
sealed with a red wax and an S stamped on the red,
get
red
that.
wax.
So, get the letter.
Can I use my spear to open the lid the rest of the way?
Sure. You use your spear to open the lid. Nothing bad happens.
Okay. I do want to grab the letter.
Okay. You have the letter.
I also want to look at the armor that this dude is wearing to see if it matches the wolf head thingy mabob.
Okay. It does not really seem to have any resemblance, cosmetic-wise or anything like that, to the Wolfhelm helmet. It is pretty regular-looking leather armor. It kind of resembles something like Loghain would be wearing.
Okay, so I turn around and I look at Loghain. I look back at the people, and I say, "Hey, not all of us are going to be able to fit in here. This dude is wearing some armor. Does anybody want the armor while I'm here?"
I'm good.
I'm good.
Loghain takes a look at it. He's like, "No, mine seems to be a little bit better than the rags he's wearing."
Okay, so is there anything else left in the chest other than that letter that was there?
Inside the chest, you find a deed, which seems to be the deed to the house. You find 3 scrolls. You find a will and 3 blank leather-bound books.
Okay, I'm gonna grab them all to take out to the rest of the group.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got them all now. As I'm leaving the room, I'm checking out the book. Do I find anything interesting in the book pile?
As you look through these books, a couple of titles stand out to you. A treatise on curses.
Mm.
One says the cycle of the moon. Another one says the burden of blood. Another one says anatomy of pain.
Good God, what kind of freaking house did we come into?
Another one says the witch's veil.
Ooh.
Another one says the call of the black tide. And finally, you see one that says Elizabeth's journal.
Do, do, do.
I'm calling all these books out to everybody in the room since they're all.
This is what I
since,
see,
you know,
people.
Yeah, this is what I see, and so I look to.
Grab them all. I want the witch's veil and
I want to
the scrolls and the
Take it
want
all.
yeah, just take it all.
Since
Mm.
I'm going to pull books one by one slowly and start doing like a chain handoff.
Okay.
Okay.
So, hand it to Raven, Raven hand it to Xykryn.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't have a way to detect traps or anything, do I?
I mean, you're not expertly trained on it, but you can still check for them.
Yeah, I want to do that before I take all this crap. What do I roll?
You can roll an investigation check. Okay. You didn't find any traps or anything like that.
Good thing you'd already started.
No, I did not. I said as I start to grab all these, whoa, okay, so I'm going to start handing the books off one by one,
Okay.
and they can take them out, and we can sit them on a table someplace and go through them all on what needs to be gotten or taken or whatever.
Okay. It sounds like maybe
So-
Xykryn is gonna hold on to them for now, unless anybody objects.
Sure. Yeah.
I want to kind of investigate Elizabeth's journal.
Okay.
Yeah, we probably should just to be on the safe side.
Okay.
That one's pretty interesting. Hopefully.
Okay. So with Elizabeth's journal, it begins with mundane family notes, but it grows darker later. The later entries focus on her obsession with power and blood, the influence of an unseen entity. The notable entries include: he whispers to me when the house is silent. He says I can have everything back. All I need to give is everything. Another notation indicates the basement is prepared. They will see. They all will see. Another indication says Clara thinks I don't know, but I see her sneaking around like a rat. She'll see what happens to rats.
My.
Oh, there were 3 more books that were in there that y'all have gotten as well. The first, it says Dining with Darkness. The second one says The Unseen Gifts. And the third one says The Eyes of the Watcher. So 3 more books that y'all have gotten.
Okay.
All right. Let's move on and finish checking these rooms, people. Xykryn's
Yeah.
like,
That
I'm
was
gonna
a dumb word to say.
I'm gonna go in here and check this out real quick.
Okay.
What's that?
So this bedroom has a pair of beds with cotton stuffed mattresses. At the foot of each bed is a closed footlocker. The door to the left appears to lead to a closet. In the right-hand corner stands a small wooden door, an ironing board, an iron, a basket full of unwashed laundry appears to have been left inside of it. The basket contains a man's laundry, including fine tunics, neckties, pants, and stockings. However, a single, much smaller women's slip appears to have been mixed in with the rest of the clothing.
Whoops.
Xykryn's completely uninterested in this room and immediately leaves.
I mean, I don't think we're gonna find anything except for the slip in the men's clothes.
Yeah, that seems to be about
What's the little door go to?
right beside you. Seems to be like maybe a closet door. Yep, inside you see like some maids' outfits.
Okay.
So did we check any of these footlockers or anything?
There was nothing of note in them.
Okay.
Unless you all want to dress up as maids and pretend like you're something that you're not, I suggest that we move on.
All right.
Okay, well,
Think of
I'm going to
it.
go down to this door.
Logjam might look good in a skirt. Kind of snicker at him.
Hey
Oh
now.
my god, that would... Dude, that would be so freaking funny.
He wakes up the next day and he's got a maid's outfit on.
What the hell did I get into last night?
That would be... Oh my god, that would be so funny.
Alright, so this
All right.
room,
All
We're
right.
going here.
So
why is it sparkling?
this room
I think
appears.
we're about to find out.
This room appears to be a conservatory. As you approach this room, you can hear the faint sound of a harpsichord playing.
Oh boy.
You hear like the harpsichord playing a little musical tone. You enter into an elegantly appointed hall, the windows of which are covered by nice drapes. A brass-plated chandelier hangs from the ceiling, and upholstered chairs line the walls. Several stained glass wall hangings depict beautiful men, women, and children singing and playing instruments. A harpsichord with a bench rests at the northwest corner. Near the fireplace is a large standing harp. Upon the mantel, you see alabaster figurines of well-dressed dancers.
I'll go
Alright.
look at the harpsichord.
Okay. As you go to investigate the harpsichord, you find one of the keys seems to be permanently pressed down.
Okay. So I kind of tap on it,
And
see if it.
you tap it, and it's in the down position, like it's not coming back up.
Tap the ones next to it a little bit, seeing if
The rest of
kind
them,
of can unstick it. Yeah.
the rest of them work perfectly fine. As you touch the keys, you hear the notes come from them, but that one seems to be stuck.
Okay, so I want to see why.
Okay, so
So kind of lift the lid underneath,
right as you lift the lid, you find rolled up is a piece of parchment tucked beneath one of the strings. The parchment is a piece of handwritten sheet music. It's titled Waltz for Clara.
Boy, this guy really was head over heels, wasn't he?
Seems that way.
He was icky in love.
Or under a spell,
Yeah.
Xykryn says. Xykryn's gonna go look at these frickin' alabaster figurines real quick. Is it like the dollhouse? I'm like, do they look like they're doing things?
Yeah. Additionally, you could try to play the sheet music.
That's what I was gonna do.
Okay. So.
But then he went to go look.
Okay.
So yeah, I want to sit down and try and play.
Xykryn, you go to check out
sheet music.
these figurines, and Raven, give me a performance check.
Just plain old performance.
Yeah. See how well you are able to play this.
Okay. I thought it was the person you went to.
Well then.
Xykryn winces and growls a little bit.
Not only can she not carry a tune, obviously she can't play a tune either.
Well, when you're tone deaf, it is hard to do either.
And this may be the first time she's actually touched one of these instruments. I will.
Anyone else want to try?
You sit down and it's unfamiliar to you, obviously at first. But you may spend a couple of minutes, getting to know the keys a little bit better if you want to try again.
Sure. I just don't have a good performance.
Yeah.
No advantage.
Okay, so 12, not bad. You as you practice.
I did 12 when
I
hit the wrong one last time. I hit wisdom.
Oh dear.
No?
No, you rolled a performance check last time. So as you spent a little bit more time getting to be familiar with the keys. This time, it comes out not terrible, but pretty good. As your fingers press the keys, the notes echo a haunting melody filling the quiet room. As you play, the music seems to take on a life of its own. Your hands moving across the keys, unguided, like as if guided by an unseen force. Something is like almost directing your hand, and your performance begins to improve, and you're not sure all of a sudden how well, you're kind of taken back, like, oh my god, like, how am I playing this good? From the edges of the room, spectral figures begin to materialize, spinning and weaving on a ghostly dance floor, as though led by the song. Most are unfamiliar to you, but you do recognize two. Elizabeth Durst in the corner of the room, watching Gustav's apparition, dancing with a beautiful young woman wearing humble clothing. The eyes of Elizabeth's apparition narrow into a cold, furious stare. The dancers pay her little heed. However, the song grows faster as the spirits swirl to the rhythm of the harpsichord. Crescendo. With a swift movement, Elizabeth reaches for a pendant around her spectral neck. A shimmering amber shard hung on a cord of ethereal mist. As her ghostly fist curls around it, her eyes flash with a bright, menacing amber. The spectral dancers dissipate, swept away as if by an unseen wind. Elizabeth's apparition lingers a moment longer, but disappears with the rest. And you hear a crash from the mantelpiece. Two of the alabaster figurines have fallen from their place on the shelf. One toppled over on its side, and the other shattered across the floor. As Xykryn was the one over there investigating it, you see the fallen figurines has cracked across its face, arms, and torso, depicting a slender female dancer. The shattered figurine has broken into dozens of pieces and appears to have once depicted a calmly older man. A third female dancer figurine remains defiantly standing on top of the mantelpiece where the other three stood.
And these figurines don't look familiar outside of male, female, young, and old, and all that. They don't look like these people that we know from the pictures. Because, like, the dollhouse looked like the people,
Right.
right?
It doesn't say, but, you know,
Could probably assume.
yeah.
Okay.
She really hated her.
Yeah, I pick up the figurine that is left, up top that didn't fall.
Mm-hmm.
But anything happen?
No.
Okay. I set it back down on the thing, on the edge of the mantle,
Mm-hmm.
and then I tip it off.
So you knock it onto the floor?
Yep.
All right. So it falls to the floor and it shatters as well.
And then I go over to Jinwunax, and I say, I look over to where the apparition of what's-her-face was at, Elizabeth,
Mm-hmm.
and I tell him, I'm like, you might want to look to that necklace. Like, see if you can figure out what the deal is with that necklace. That's a normal necklace. Might be best to figure out what it does right now before we get surprised later on.
Have we looked through the whole room?
Yes.
So what is this over here? I missed something.
The fireplace.
That was the mantle with the dancing figurines on it.
And this is a harp.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to scan the room meticulously to see if there's another hexagonal, looking to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You investigate the whole room thoroughly, and you don't find anything else. You check behind the paintings. You don't find any hidden chambers or niches anywhere.
I say, Toolshed crew, either one of you have any way to glean from this necklace what it may or may not do, or what may or may not aura? There is something evil with this thing, or
I think
at least directly attached to Elizabeth, based on what we just saw happen. And it might be good for those of godly lineage, whichever one of these two that you might be, to maybe look at this thing a little bit closer.
Okay, so
Do either one of y'all want to investigate the necklace further?
well, I was going to do an Arcana check.
Okay.
Would that be the correct thing to do? Is an Arcana check, I guess, is what I'm saying.
That's one of the things you could do.
Well, that sucked.
Xykryn looks to the sky as Jinwunax is fumbling with his necklace. He's like, oh, for fuck's sakes. Looking for some divine intervention.
Like, this place truly seems to be cursed.
Yeah, alright.
What I have is channel divinity.
It's even affecting y'all dice rolls in here.
Yep. Alright, so...
But as you do an Arcana check on it, there's nothing Arcana-wise that you can determine from it.
Yeah, obviously.
Did you want to check it out, Raven? Did you want to try it?
Yeah, I do. I'm just trying to remember the one.
No, I take it. I hand it off to Raven. Here you go. Bye bye.
I will also maybe I'll allow if you want to do a religion check.
Mr. Beard, can you read your
Oh my god.
message history?
Xykryn sees Raven fumbling with this thing, and he just puts his head down and he uses his fingers and rubs his forehead.
God help us.
And
All right, so we don't know what the hell this necklace does.
I'm going to try the religion check just for shits and giggles.
And I'm gonna try the arcane.
Okay,
Xykryn raises his
we're
hands
gonna
up in the air and
flip-flop
walks out
rolls
the door.
Y'all have fun with that.
God damn it.
Okay, I will say there is a darkness about this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it might have already been obvious, but you can't discern.
Can I take this thing and swing it around my head like a lasso, see if it makes a noise?
You know, multiple people have tried to discern arcane magic from it, and nothing has come through arcane-wise. But there is something still mysterious and dark about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So question.
Mm-hmm.
Question. Is the lid to the piano open? Or is it closed?
Raven did open it. She didn't say that she closed it back.
And there wasn't.
You wanna
So, is it still open?
Unless she closed it back, yeah.
I did not close it, so I guess it
Okay.
is.
Did you look in the stool, the piano stool?
No,
No.
I did not.
Okay,
I
I
sat
want
down and
to look in the piano stool to see if anything's there.
Okay. You inspect the stool, and it doesn't seem to have any hidden chambers or anything.
Okay, and I'm assuming this over here is like a little.
It's like a little tea
Okay,
set.
look. Okay. Is there any drawers on this little table?
No, it's just a flat table with some legs underneath it.
Okay.
he seemed very detailed at least.
Yeah?
He wants to find all the crap this time. We ain't doing this again.
Yeah. Okay. So where y'all heading?
Xykryn is laying on the wall waiting for the team to come back up the staircase, and he's looking at these rings and stuff. I want to see if there's anything I can magically attune to them or investigate them. Make sure they're just not like fancy rings, and see if there's. Now that we saw the necklace thing, and it had. Oh, wait a second. You already told me that it's the only thing with magical properties. Okay, that's right. I forgot. Never mind.
And you threw it at what's his
Yeah, I threw it at Jinwunax, which, by the way, I traded it to you. It's in your inventory now. So yeah, when you guys come out, I'm just leaning on the wall by the staircase, waiting to go, and I'm like, all right, time we go find this Elizabeth chick.
All right, let's
So, yeah, with Xykryn has a little bit more purpose in his step now. It's kind of maybe a little interesting to you all because he normally is just kind of nonchalant with the world. Comes back up, and
do that.
we're gonna go back in here. I can't see anything in this. Oh, never mind. I can't. All right. So this is the room, right? No, this is not the room. We need to go back up another staircase. All right. Well, we gotta go into the women's room. That's right. And I truck right in and go up to this third floor, or the attic, I mean.
All right.
And then we're back in here to this room where the other door was at, right?
Yep.
I'm leaning on the wall next to the door. Let Jinwunax do his thing.
All
Like,
right.
let's put an end to this monstrosity. We're cursed. We're losing our our attachment to reality if we can't even figure out what's going on with some of these things. Let's get this done and over with.
It's almost as if the longer you stay in this house, the worse your dice rolls get.
Right, exactly. And Xykryn isn't having it. He's like, all right, this is now not normal fare.
Not
So
cool.
I'm assuming that I'm supposed to be trying to open this door,
Yeah.
and it's not opening.
Are you
Oh,
using the key?
so
Oh,
yeah.
hey, I grabbed the key.
All right. So you take the hexagonal-shaped necklace, and just like you did with the one in the library, as you stick the gem into the niche hole, the slab opens up. I will unlock it for you.
And we all want to run full steam ahead.
No, I say
Come
what
on.
we do, no,
What?
Nay, nay.
is let the cats go.
And Loghain.
So
Okay.
does this go up or does this go down?
All right. So as the slab opens, the secret door opens to reveal a narrow spiral staircase built of aged-looking wood within a tight shaft of mortared stone. The cobwebs fill the staircase as it descends into the darkness below. As you descend the stairs, the broken cobwebs around you sway like gossamer veils, wedding veil, beckoning you forward as the ancient stairs creak and groan underfoot, swallowing you up as you descend further down. You descend 1 floor, 2 floors, 3 floors. Into the darkness, you can hear only the shuffle of your feet, the choking groan of the stairs, and the pounding of your blood in your ears. Let's
Here we
get
go back to that freaky room again. It's pounding.
All right, is
Like I
everybody?
said, let's send the cats in first. Let them figure out the.
All right. So now that we are down here, after what feels like hours of descending level after level, the staircase ends at a descending landing on packed earth. A narrow tunnel supported by aged timbers brace stretched ahead of you. Its stone walls seem to bleed with deposits of the streaked red clay. Ahead, the tunnel splits, branching to the left and the right, as your eyes adjust to the cold subterranean corridor. You notice that the tunnel isn't as silent as the staircase above. An eerie, low-pitched sound echoes throughout this space. You soon recognize it as a deep, incandescent chanting. The air is damp, and a mist covers the floor. A stone passage leads to the north and the south.
Which way we want to go, guys?
Oh.
I say I want to do a perception check and see if I can discern which direction the chanting is coming from.
As you try to
Would that be a
hone-
perception check or?
Yeah. Yeah, roll a perception check. Okay.
How about we have the cats roll a perception
Sure,
check?
let's try
A
that too.
prescription
We
check.
need a prescription check.
I'm rolling for some Xanax,
Alright.
please.
I might have to redo their tokens real quick. 1 second.
Well, they're cats. They should have better hearing, is all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
they would have, they were unable to be here, but we're having them still with us until we finish this at least. Alright, perception from Jim's to Baxi.
Yeah, see.
And hers just in case. And they both rolled pretty well. So as y'all try to perceive where this chanting is coming from, they can specify that it's coming from the south.
Okay.
All right.
So it
So I
seems.
motioned to the party with my fingers doing D&D semaphore. I'm like, this way.
Okay.
I'm walking really slow because I don't want to trip anything. You know.
Okay.
when we're trying to sneak up on the chanting.
So we're here now. Which direction does it sound like it's coming from?
Okay, as y'all get to that area here, this side corridor branches off again left and right. On either side,
Good lord.
large standing stone slabs have been set aside and leaned against the walls, opening the way to a dark pair of quiet crypts. The slab to the right is etched with the name Walter Durst. The slab to the left is blank.
Great.
The one to the right here is Walter's crypt, right?
Yeah, one of them says Walter Durst, the other one is blank. As you look at the one that says Walter's crypt, that has Walter Durst on it, you can see on that one swollen, bloody cysts over the walls of this crypt, like tumors.
Yeah.
From time to time, they pulsate, and one of them randomly might burst. Streams of pus ooze out of them and collect on the floor.
Ew.
And that's the one that Jinwunax is standing in front of.
Yeah, the slab to the right, so where he was standing, is the one with Walter's crypt.
So where Jinwunax is currently.
Yeah, inside here.
All right.
Okay. So what is this little thing with? Is this just an altar?
Yeah, has like some candles. Has like a.
Okay.
Now,
Pagan god statue of some unknown variety. Or maybe their house god or whatever. I look to Jinwunax and say, "You're the one touched by God. Grab the pus."
Ew.
Wow. And I'm assuming that pus is in this room here.
yeah, where you're standing.
Okay, so I'm gonna slowly go into that room.
So, like I said, it's seems to be like a crypt that was designated by the name inscribed above it, Walter Durst.
Take the lid off.
Is there? Yeah, I like kind of need to discern if there's anything in this crypt that we need to give a shit about. You might need to like check it.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of crack the lid, push it over a little bit.
As you investigate it, I basically had told y'all, what y'all had found in there. There's nothing inside the actual crypt itself except for those, pulsating, pussy kind of like
Oh,
cysts
I gotcha.
on the
Okay.
walls and stuff.
But wait. So there's no bones in this crypt at all.
There may be kind of like a what would be like some sort of like coffin, kind of like, but
nothing
inside of it or nothing.
Okay, so there's no remnants of a body, no clothes, no bones. It's just a pus-filled coffin.
Basically, the
That's
pus,
what nothing means.
Yeah.
The pussy cysts line the walls around it.
Okay.
Y'all aren't getting what I'm saying.
There's nothing
No, we
inside of
understand.
it.
There's no body in there at all.
Not even bones. So
No, not even bones.
Yeah. So something has
Mr.
been
Mr.
resurrected or turned
Mr.
or
is running around.
yeah.
Well, I'll go over to the other side then, the no-name side.
That's where I'm standing. I was gonna go in to investigate the no name.
Okay. So as you go across to the other side, this, like I said, seems to be an empty crypt. It doesn't have a name inscribed on it.
So it's not been used yet.
Right.
Okay. I'm going into Walter's crypt then.
So Walter's
I
was,
thought Walter's crypt was over here.
yeah.
Or no.
You going up to the other side?
Yeah, the other side.
Okay. So on this side, you see Large standing stone slabs have been set aside that lean against the walls. You see, the same thing as you've seen on the other side, two areas designated as crypts, basically. The slab to the left is etched with the name Gustav Durst. The slab to the right is etched with the name Elizabeth Durst. The tunnel
I wanna
here.
see if
I open
Dinner
Elizabeth Durst's crypt immediately.
Okay. As you open Elizabeth's crypt, a thick, acrid smell hangs over the interior of this crypt, which holds a stone-carved coffin resting in the middle of it. The floor.
And just to be clear, it's the one on the bottom side of this section here?
Yeah.
Okay.
The floor before it is littered with the bodies of hundreds of dead termites. Many
termite.
cling to the elongated, bloated body of a dead queen termite, while others appear to have dried atop the scarred, mutilated bodies of 4 large beetles not far away.
These are all dead, though,
Termites
right?
and
Yeah.
beetles.
They're all dead.
All right.
I want to make sure that bitch is in her coffin.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, so if you open it up, there's nothing inside. Nothing inside the coffin.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, so we got pus bubbles, dead bugs of multitudes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I
So what
just
about
threw
the
the
other
Jinwunax to open the other one.
Okay.
So I walk in,
She's not there. That's what it says. She's not there.
and I'm gonna push on it. Free.
Alrighty. So this one was labeled Gustav Durst. The crypt beyond this slab contains a coffin laying atop a dusty stone briar. Silence hangs heavy over this lonely chamber. There's nothing in it.
Where are the
Oh.
children's crypts? Besides Walter's.
We haven't found them yet.
Okay.
All right.
Did you ask that
I guess-
out loud in character?
Yeah.
Who?
Yes, I think
You hear inside your head to go north.
Alright, guys. Let's go this way.
Follow Raven. We need you to go places.
I was trying.
Okay. Is the voice telling her to go right here or left here?
Yeah, to the right.
Okay.
Okay. So as y'all come to here, this corridor branches off to the right. Large standing stone slabs seal the entrance to these. One to the left is etched with the name Rosavalta Durst. The slab to the right is etched with the name Thornbolt Durst. Each slab exudes the silence of a forgotten grave.
I'm gonna go into this one.
Raven, you should go into Rosa's crypt.
Roses. Which is the top or bottom.
Top.
Jinwunax, trade me please.
Yeah, Wax, she's the one with the ghost in her... in character. She's the one with the ghost in her head.
And I'll go check this one down
So I
here.
walk in slowly and kind of wait to see if I have any, if I have any story coming or
You get the feel,
any
and
familiar.
Loghain would have been there as well. He's, maybe at the other one. You and Loghain get the sense of unease, as if, the kids don't like it down here.
Yeah.
Although this might have been designated for them, they don't want to be down here.
That makes sense. But I've got to know if there's anything in the coffin.
Yeah, so you can open up the
In the
coffins.
crypt, yeah.
There's nothing in them.
Okay.
Okay.
So nobody's bodies are where they're supposed to be.
You found,
Raven.
the remains of the
Yes.
children were upstairs.
That's true.
But that's,
Ask him where Walter is at.
I have. They don't know.
they don't know.
Okay. Well then,
No.
by process of elimination, we only have one more hallway to go down. At the moment, anyways, I suggest we push forward.
Yeah. So we need to go just this way.
Then I'm going to push on to the left. Here.
Yep.
Step into whatever this is.
Okay.
Let's see what else we can
This
get
one
into.
is what appears to be a cultist quarters of sorts. A moldy table and 4 chairs occupy the east part of this room. To the west are 4 alcoves containing moldy straw pallets.
Looks like somebody's workspace, basically.
The straw pallets indicate that, maybe somebody was actually sleeping here at times.
Mm-hmm. And anything of interest in these rooms other than that?
The ceiling in this dark earthen chamber raises to a foot higher than the one before. It's supported by thick wooden posts and crossbeams that have rotted with age and bear deep holes indicative of hungry insects. Here, a lonely well 4 foot in diameter with a 3 foot high stone lip. A wooden bucket hangs from the rope and a pulley mechanism bolted to its crossbeams. The interior of the shaft, descending 30 feet down to a water-filled cistern, is covered with black species of fungi.
Yeah.
It's surrounded on 3 sides by several smaller alcove chambers that have been carved into the walls. Old footprints crisscross the floor, leading into the different alcoves.
Okay, so something was looking around in here. Okay.
There's been movement at least, or something.
Yeah.
If you were searching that room, 5 sides of this room once served as quarters for senior cultists. Each contain a bed and a wooden chest to hold personal belongings. Each chest is secured with a rusty iron padlock.
I gestured to Loghain to check the trunks real quick.
Okay. All right.
Well, about damn time.
All right. So he spends the time to unlock the chests. In the first chest, he finds 11 gold, 60 silver, and they're in a pouch that is made of what seems to be human skin.
Oh, lovely. I'll take that, but not the pouch, obviously, but I'll just itemize it for now. What's in chest 2?
The second chest contains 3 moss agates. And
what is that?
They're gems, basically. Gemstones.
Okay.
3 gems, each folded in a black cloth.
Okay, I'll take the cloth and the gems.
Okay. The chest in the third room contains a black leather eye patch with a carnelian set in it.
And that is?
The carnelian is also a type of gem.
Okay. In the eye patch?
Yeah, it's embedded.
Oh, you're mighty.
Yeah, it's embedded into the eye patch.
Yeah, okay, interesting.
There's 2 more. The
chest 4.
fourth chest contains an ivory comb with silver bristles.
Ooh.
The last chest is a book bound in grimy black leather. This journal of sorts, which one of the cultists has kept as a sort of log of cultist victims, contains the names and physical descriptions associated with each name with a description. Each entry includes a gruesome details describing the victim's sacrifice, such as Alton Ulrich, drowned, or Ivan Lucresh, poisoned, Serena Lanston, fed to Walter, Clara Polensky,
Excuse me?
stabbed, thrown over the railing. And it ends with Gustav Durst, sacrificed over the altar.
But not Elizabeth, apparently.
Apparently not.
Or the other 2 children.
Fed water.
Mm-hmm.
So we're missing the 2 children that are ghosts and Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to do an Arcana check really quick on this frickin' eye patch thing.
Okay.
It seems very odd to me.
Alright, so Arcane, a 9. It doesn't seem to have any arcane ability, properties with it.
I'm more worried about the cult book, the journal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just a journal.
Just has some words in it.
Some mad people keeping track of their stupid. They're crazy.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna throw one. Oh, never mind.
I shake my head. I'm like, come on. Xykryn's like, Jesus, fuck. I guess Jesus. I don't know. I just say like,
yeah.
Fucking shit, man. What are these people? We're freaking cursed. Let's get a move on before we lose our ability to defend ourselves. Alright, well, we can't go any farther left and we need to go back down the other way, right?
Right. You found the bedroom chambers, and that was, as far as you could go that way.
Okay. Alright, then mistakenly, we're gonna, alright, we just got sidetracked in our drunken stupor. Let's, paranoid stupor. So we're gonna enter into this room, I'm assuming, then?
Right.
Is this where we... Okay, there we go.
We're going down the stairs?
No.
This way. So this hallway...
Come this
Why
way.
can't we go down the stairs?
No, that goes up.
Those stairs are the ways that we came up from.
See, the arrow points up. The arrows should indicate the actual direction the stairs go.
Okay.
So this one is entirely different from the map that you linked as well. So
yeah. I didn't realize.
So you'll have to just kind of guide us through from
Right.
here. We got a door to our left and a door to our right.
In this room that y'all are in is what appears to be some sort of dining hall. This room contains a plain wooden table flanked by long benches. Moldy humanoid bones lie strewn on the floor. A thick stench of rot and gore fills this chamber, so coppery with blood that you taste it on your tongue. A few dozen moldy bones have been piled into a grotesque, misshapen pyramid in the dark alcove to the right side. Well,
yeah.
We thank everybody for joining us again, and we'll come back in 2 weeks, and we'll hopefully can finish up the Durst Manor next time we meet up.
I'm excited.
One more time. All right.
Cool.
All right. Well, like I said, thank you all for everybody for joining us, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.